Happy about that as he breaks around, shakes the hands.
Final score, Lee with the decision over Harrington 2-1.
And 2-1 for Lee. They accidentally raised the hand of Jimmy Harrington, and now they raise the hand of Jaden Lee. His first victory this month. And the 157-pound weight class comes away with the victory, and Columbia back on the board. Their second victory of the duel. Their first since 125 over the Babin pin. Go to 165 pounds. It's going to be Columbia now trailing by 2, 11-9 after 5, halfway through this duel. Josh Kim for Harvard against Kyle Mosher for the Lions. Mosher on the left, Kim on the right as we start 165. Moving into the middle to upper weights we go. Columbia trailing the duel by 2. Win of that pin really helping at 125 from Nick Babin. Josh Kim also ranked in that NCAA RPI poll, number 32, the senior out of Corona, California. This is where you're going to see a lot of those ranked wrestlers for Harvard, the 165 to 184 weight class. Of course, on deck at 174, Phil Conigliaro, the senior out of Massachusetts, who qualified last season, somebody who won the EIWA at 165 just 2 seasons ago. He's on deck. And then, of course, after him, Leo Trantino, the captains, all 3 of the captains in order, 165 to 184, and also see some ranked versus ranked matchups coming up. As Kim, 28th in the country at his weight class, 13-5 record. Kim and his teammate Phil Conigliaro combined 15-1 in duels this season. They are a duo that rarely loses at 165, but Mosher in on that right leg shot of Kim for Columbia, trying to get into an early lead. As Kim trying to get around, but Kim bending, using his right arm to stabilize himself, using half of his body as Mosher working on that left side, and Kim not going down yet for the senior. They'll stop for stalemate, but Kim, great defense from the senior, able to use that right arm and that stand up as momentum, and Mosher able to adjust. But Mosher, very patient so far to start. Mosher again has Kim in the left on the pogo. Mosher, but Kim not going down. Kim meeting him there, sitting down, working around the right leg of Mosher. It was Andy Garr last time at 165, the senior out of Aurora, Ohio, and now again we'll reset for stalemate, and a good effort from Kyle Mosher at 165 for Columbia. And Kim, who came into this 13-5, Mosher trying to stave an upset, a stalling against Kim. Mosher trying to get around. Columbia calling for the takedown, 3-point takedown. Mosher for the Lions over number 28, Kim. Kim trying to roll around, trying to break free. Mosher running time in his favor at 10 seconds and counting. In the opening first period, now Kim gets around, stands up, gets the reversal as well. 3-2 advantage for Mosher, and Kim now rounding time will tick in his favor should Mosher stand up to negate it. Kim wrapped around the waist of Mosher. Mosher trying to break free, but Kim now steadily, and after the quick start from Mosher, able to fend off and now almost had Mosher in a little bit of a bridge, and now he's got it. And Kim trying to get around, and he gets the pin. An upset at the Blue Gym. Josh Kim, who clocked in the top 32 of the NCAA RPI, upset by Columbia's Kyle Mosher. A big pin for the Lions. And you see him in the bridge position. It almost looked like Kim at one point was going to get around, but Mosher fending that off and pinned him as well. And that's how it is. After 6 bouts, Columbia leads 15-11 here on ESPN+.